It is true. You can handle a car accident case on your own. You can try to work with the insurance companies and see what they'll offer for your medical bills. But most people who are hurt in an auto accident want to know one thing: how can I maximize my recovery? Here with the answers for you today, Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding from Harding & Associates.
Hi.
And it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind everybody really briefly why you are Colorado's best attorney, because you have a long list of credentials here. It's very impressive.
So let's go over it next week.
Oh, you're okay.
We got like
Look at
5
him.
things to go over on this thing.
Absolutely.
You know, and the main question that we always get: will hiring an attorney give me more money after I take out attorney's fees and cost? And I've got to, graphically, I'm going to go over this because the answer is yes.
The answer is yes, okay.
Hey, I'm going to go through the exact same treatment and settlement and show our viewers how much they would make if they settled the case themselves versus how much it would be if they hired an attorney.
All right.
Here's our first graphic. Thank you for jumping right ahead to this. If you went to the ER only once and you have health insurance, the ER bill may have been $7,500, but the health insurance says we have a contracted rate. So there's a discount of $4,500 that is billed from the hospital. So the insurance company only has to pay $3,000 to this bill. Here's the problem. If you signed a release for the other side and showed them your bill with this reduction down to $3,000, they might say, all right, after a series of negotiations, we'll give you 2 times your medical bills, which, remember, you sent that over to them or you signed a medical release for the other side's insurance company, and now they see the $3,000. They're like, we'll give you 2 times. So that's $6,000. Now you have to pay back $3,000 to your health insurance. So at the end of the day, maybe you netted $3,000, right? Not that bad. Now let's go through the same scenario if you have an attorney.
Okay.
Let's talk first about what's known as the collateral source doctrine.
The collateral source, what is that?
Collateral source doctrine says that if you have health insurance or some other collateral source that pays for or reduces the amount paid in medical care, the other side does not get to see that reduction.
Okay. Here's
the same graphic, but using the collateral source and redacting information that the other side is not entitled to see. Again, same scenario. $7,500 billed, your health insurance reduces it by $4,500 as a contracted rate and then pays $3,000. Here's the difference. You only need to show the other side the $7,500 because the other side's insurance company hasn't been paying for the monthly health insurance premiums to get this contracted discounted rate. You have. The other side's insurance company doesn't get to see it, so you redact or cover up those 2 bottom lines. Now, the other side only sees the $7,500, so same scenario. They give you 2 times that, but you have to pay back that $3,000 again to your health insurance, because we talk about it all the time, subrogation, right?
Yeah, but when do you have to pay that $3,000 back?
Okay, great question. So you only have to pay that back if you settle. If you get a settlement money or if you get a verdict, then you have to pay that back. Now, if you have an attorney that's working on a contingency fee, you may not have to pay back that $3,000 because there is a law called the Colorado Make Whole Law. And we have something in there, and here it is. This is part of Colorado's Make Whole Law. And it says the amount recoverable, if any, by the payer of benefits, in other words, your health insurance, for reimbursement or subrogation shall be reduced by amount equal to the payer's benefits proportional share of attorney's fees. I know we're going through this quickly, but essentially what this says is if you hire an attorney, and the attorney's on a 3rd contingency fee, the health insurance company needs to reduce how much they want back by a 3rd. You hired an attorney for a 3rd, they have to pay your 3rd as well. Yeah. So this $3,000 that they paid out that they want gets reduced by a 3rd, so the $3,000 now drops down to $2,000, okay?
Got it.
Now we have one more graphic. I think we have 2 of them, but here's the graphic. If you try to do the case yourself, or if an attorney did it, again, same scenario, only 1 bill to the ER. We're assuming 2 times meds, right?
Right.
All right, so considering only 1 medical bill, when you look at the bottom line, the attorney gets almost 3 times the recovery. Furthermore, if you're working with an attorney, and another thing that he can do is even get rid of that $2,000. Let me tell you why. Because if you have health insurance on your car, you can use that to pay off the $2,000.
Right.
So and I know it's really confusing, so watch this again or give me a call, but essentially you're billing $7,500 because you didn't redact that.
Right.
So on that previous scenario, the attorney gets you $8,000 net. Now here, if you hire an attorney that knows about this med pay that's on your car insurance, you don't have to pay back med pay. So you get the $15,000, you get the reduction from the health insurance down to $2,000, then you use your med pay. Med pay has no right to subrogation. You pay off that $2,000, so now you don't even owe that. You net $10,000 on it. How confusing is that?
It is confusing, but the thing that I see there is working with an attorney is going to get me an extra $2,000 because working alone only got me $8,000, and I was like doing all the work, right? And if you work with an attorney who knows what they're doing, like you're going to do all the work, and you got $10,000.
Well, actually, the scenario is if you work by yourself, you're really only getting. Let me just see what that graphic was back here.
It said net recovery of $8,000.
You're only getting $3,000 by yourself. If you have an attorney, you're getting $8,000.
Gotcha.
But at the end of the day, if you use someone that knows MedPay, you're getting $10,000 instead of $3,000. So you're getting more than 3 times the amount, and you don't have to deal with the headaches. You get an attorney that knows what he's doing, that knows about MedPay, that knows about collateral source doctrine, that knows about the make-whole law, puts it all together, and you just worry about getting better.
Yeah, I like that. I want to leave it all up to you. I don't want thousands more back. That's the perfect way to do it. So if you have any questions for Phil Harding, just go to kwgn.com, click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil Harding's photo right there on the right side. Just click on it. You can send him questions directly. He does take the time to answer them all personally and confidentially. That was a good one. I really like the comparison there.
Well, good. I'm glad you did.
Big step there. All right, to reach Harding & Associates directly, here's his number, 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online on his website, hlaw.org. Well, still ahead on Colorado